Anna Maria Alberghetti, William Bendix, Spring Byington, Rosemary Clooney, Bing Crosby, Jimmy Durante, Bob Hope, Peggy King, Peter Lawford, Groucho Marx, Ethel Merman, Donald O'Connor, Byron Palmer, Jane Russell, and Danny Thomas.
Hello, this is Bob. See you at the polls, Hope. What a terrific show you've got coming up. Probably the greatest collection of musical numbers ever put together in a half hour. Crosby, Merman, Clooney, and a host of other great stars. And I'll let you in on a little secret. The old maestro himself in his wedding suit. Now, I'm wearing this because I'm working on another stage here at the Paramount Foundry, and I came over to do my little bit in this program. What's this program all about? Well, simply this. It's a gathering of Hollywood folks getting together to remind you that the most priceless heritage you have as an American is your right to vote. Regardless of your choice in the coming election, be sure to vote. It's the only positive way to keep our wonderful country forever free. And don't forget, unless you register, you can't vote. In many states, there's still time to register, so do so without fail. And now to start our exciting musical show, here's my old pal Bing. See you on the road to the polls, Crosby.
Gypsy in my soul, no other life of which I'm fonder. It's just a gypsy in my soul. No cares, no strings. My heart has wings. It's just a gypsy in my soul.
Now, lovely, delightful Rosemary Clooney.
I'm gonna love you like nobody's loved you, come rain or come shine. High as a mountain and deep as a river, come rain or come shine. I guess when you met me, it was just one of those things. But don't ever bet me, 'cause I'm gonna be true if you let me. You're gonna love me like nobody's loved me, come rain or come shine. Happy together, unhappy together, and won't it be fine? Days may be cloudy or sunny, we're in or we're out of the money, but I'm with you always, I'm with you rain or shine.
And now, the one, the only Groucho Marx and his constant quiz companion, George Fenneman.
Now, Groucho, we're going to reverse the usual procedure and put you in the position of answering questions.
You may fire when ready, George.
All right. Groucho, here's your first question. What's the one place in the whole world where all men are truly equal?
That's easy. It's the voting booth.
Right. Now, Groucho, question number 2. How do Americans stack up against the rest of the free world when it comes to voting?
Bad, very bad. In many of the free countries, practically everybody who has a vote uses it. In our country, only about half the people eligible to vote come out regularly.
How true. And now, Groucho, what recommendation do you have for Americans to overcome this terrible voting record?
Well, there's only one answer to that. Everybody out there, everybody, no matter who you are, get out and vote on November 6th. See you at the polls.
Well, thank you, Groucho. And now, let's get on with the show. And it's Bob Hope singing his Academy Award-winning song, Buttons and Bows, to none other than the lovely Jane Russell.
Hey,
Western Ranch is just a branch of Nowhere Junction to me. Give me the city where living's pretty and the gals wear finery. East is east and west is west, and the wrong one I have chose. Let's go where you keep on wearing those frills and flowers and buttons and bows, rings and things and buttons and bows. Don't bury me in this prairie, take me where the cement grows. Let's move down to some big town where they love a gal by the cut of her clothes, and you'll stand out in buttons and bows. I love you in buckskin or skirts that you've homespun, but I love you longer, stronger, where your friends don't tote a gun. My bones denounce the buckboard bounce and the cactus hurts my toes. Let's vamoose where gals keep using those silks and satins and linen that shows, and you're all mine in buttons and bows. Give me Eastern trimming where women are women in high silk hose and peekaboo clothes and French perfume that rocks the room, and you're all mine. Bows, buttons and bows, buttons and bows, buttons and bows.
How do you do? I'm Spring Byington. I was just thinking, there's a difference between knowing something and realizing it. For instance, you and I are lucky people. We're living in a democracy where we have a say about what goes on. We know that. But do we realize what that means? It means that we are responsible for maintaining that democracy. You and I are free to think, free to decide what we think is best, and then free to vote for the persons we think best suited to carry out that best. We must keep informed on the candidates and the issues before we can intelligently go to the polls and vote for them. Remember, the whole structure of our freedom is based on our voting.
And his TV daughter, Sherry Jackson.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
Not now, honey. I'm too busy.
Too busy. Politics bore me. I'm not interested. No wonder we Americans have such a poor voting record.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold the phone. What's this all about?
Well, I wanted to ask you if you're going to vote on Election Day.
Of course I'm going to vote on Election Day. Since we're asking questions, do you know why I'm going to vote?
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because I think it's the greatest heritage we Americans have. Because it makes me feel proud to have done my part, no matter how little, to help make it a better country and a better world. And since we're on the subject, Terry, I'd like to say something to all the folks who are watching us right now.
What's that, Daddy?
You out there, whoever you are, be you a farmer or a salesman, a ditch digger, an iceman, a soldier, a housewife, or just plain retired, whoever you are, join the millions of Americans on the next general election day and vote for the way you want to live. See you at the polls.
You know something, Daddy?
Uh,
I'm sure proud that you're my father.
Now, as the lights come up, let's listen to exciting Peggy King.
Love can be a moment's madness. Love can be insane. Love can be a life of sadness and pain. Love can be a summer shower. Love can be the sun. Love can be two hearts that flower as one. It can be fine and free, but it's true. It does. pledged in September may be dead in December. You may not even remember a chance. Love can be a joy forever or an emptiness. Love is almost never ever the same.
Doesn't that Mrs. Felton never give up? I'm going to spend half an hour of my good time to go to the polls to vote for a bunch of crooked politicians? You think I got holes in my head?
You asked me a question a minute ago, and then you slammed the door before I could answer it.
Huh?
You asked me if I thought you had holes in your head. Well, the answer is yes.
Hey, now listen.
Don't you know that bad politicians are put into office by people like you who don't even bother to vote? You vote good people into office and you get rid of the bad ones automatically. But how are you going to get rid of them if loudmouths like you gripe all over the place and never even bother to vote on Election Day?
Listen, I don't have to...
listen. Every time you miss a chance to vote, you slap America right in the face.
That I don't have to take. I'm 100% American, and any guy that says I'm not...
I say you're not. I know your type. You expect somebody else to hand you good government, and then you just sit around and complain when things go wrong. You're the kind of guy who shouts all over the place about his God-given rights. Well, listen, mister, along with those rights go responsibilities, and don't you forget it.
Folks, this is Jimmy Durante, in person, asking you not to forget to vote in this coming election. And now, I want you to hear a Neuven Berlin tune sung by Ethel Merman and Donald O'Connor. See you at the polls.
You know, when you say somebody leads the life of rally, it means they've got it pretty good. One part of having it good is having the right to vote for the things and people you want. So make sure you vote in the coming election, November 6th. But remember, you have to register in order to vote. And in the meantime, you ought to study up on the candidates. Make sure you're there on Election Day. See you at the polls, November 6th.